sets. I did. I myself am single. The other night I went out with a guy, said he didn't like women who were fragile or vulnerable. So I stabbed him. And I read a statistic that a woman over 40 has a better chance of being struck by lightning than getting married, which is really ironic because I would rather be struck by lightning. But I'd like to meet someone, and my friend says you got to be the person you want to meet. So I'm growing a 10-inch penis. And dating is so weird now. For some reason, men email me naked pictures of themselves.
Right.
I know, have you had this happen? And they're very casual. Hi, I'm Phil, an architect from Cincinnati. Thanks for taking the sexy out of tube socks for me, Phil. I'll never get that back. And then other men email me and they say, hey, can you send me naked pictures? And I say, sure, meet Phil. He's an architect. I'm single, I got other troubles, I don't understand computers, I bought a printer. Now you don't just get a printer, your printer comes with its own email address. You can email your printer from anywhere and it will print. I don't need that, you know? I can't even spell. Have you ever typed up an email and then looked at the screen and the spelling was so bad you thought you might have had a stroke? Like, I joined Al-Qaeda. No, I made chili. That's not even close. So now I got this printer. You print it, you email it, and it prints. I didn't have any need for that, so I gave it to my parents and didn't tell them. And now I email it randomly to print things like, you should send Karen her inheritance now. Sincerely, God. And then my father called me. He said, I got a message from God. He said Karen doesn't deserve shit. And teach her how to spell inheritance. And who's Phil? My whole family's nuts, man. I remember my aunt, she used to make embroidered inspirational pillows. I know one day she smothered my uncle with one of them. The last thing he saw coming at him was, today is the first day of the rest of your life. I know, the whole family is very metaphysical. I read tarot cards. That's a very hard job because people don't want to hear the truth. The other day I told this woman, you need to leave that man, he's crazy. And she said, I know, but he's still your father. And I'm a ghost hunter. Don't be afraid of ghosts. They're just energy. They used to be able to turn TVs on and off all the time. But now they just stand around the 3 remotes going, I don't know which fucking one it is. And I don't like the Ouija board. I don't like the idea of opening the next dimension in my apartment because I'd never get my security deposit back. And people say a Ouija board will scream if you burn it. But I found out that's only true if you light it on fire while it's still in someone's lap. Then they're screaming and hitting. And I love crystals. I always carry this crystal black tourmaline with me because it gets rid of negativity, especially if you hit someone right in the forehead with it. I know. And the other day I had on my little crystal earrings and this little girl comes up to me and she goes, ooh, what are those? And I go, those are crystals. They're a rock that vibrate and they clean my aura. And that's not the joke, man. And her mother got all mad and goes, why did you just teach my daughter that metaphysical crap? And I said, well, you taught her she was going to meet Prince Charming and live happily ever after. I think in 20 years she'll be much happier with my vibrating rock. I know, because I'm good with children. I was at my 3-year-old nephew's birthday party, and for his birthday, my sister gets him a piñata, because apparently at 3, he wasn't breaking enough things around the house. She wants to blindfold him and hand him a bat. I'm not allowed over anymore because I kept going, hey, Evan, I bet there's candy in that lamp over there. 5 minutes was fast. I got to find a big closer or a medium closer and then hope something funny happens. My neighbor just got one of those drones, you know, so now he can fly it with its camera up and look in my window and see me naked. So now I won't have to stand there waving for 10 minutes.